Investigators here at the Moscow Police Department aren't saying much about why they're asking for information about this vehicle, other than they say the person or people who were inside that night may have information critical to this homicide investigation. This is a Hyundai Elantra between the years of 2011 to 2013 that's similar to the vehicle police say was in the immediate area of the King Road home when Kaylee Gonsalves, Maddie Mogan, Ethan Chapin, and Xana Kernodle were senselessly murdered in their sleep.
I knew Ethan really briefly in a class that we had. I think it was last fall. Seemed like a really good dude. So pretty sad to hear the news, and it's also the one person that I knew in Sigma Chi.
Max Kime lives across the street from the home and said he didn't know the young women who lived there, but he said it's loud most nights, especially with college students partying on weekends. The request for information about the Hyundai Elantra came the same day Moscow's police chief and other officers removed Maddie, Kaylee, and Xana's personal items from the home so their families can retrieve them. Boxes full of clothes, shoes, and other items loaded into the back of a truck to be returned to the families. Almost 1 month into the investigation, police say they still have no suspects.
We still continue to work on the premise that we believe this was a targeted incident. We're unsure. We're still making the determination whether that was the actual residence or the individual or individuals inside.
An event is planned for Thursday evening in Moscow to remember the 4 young students, Kaylee Gonsalves, Maddie Mogan, Ethan Chapin, and Xana Kernodle. People will be able to write notes of remembrance and post them. Was targeted, and he said they still don't know. Now, that's what he's saying. He said they don't know if it was one person targeted in the house, more than one, or if it was the house itself. And I said in response, like, well, what do you mean? Burglary gone wrong? And he's like, and he said, but they're getting these test results in from the crime lab. They're going through video and all of these different things. I'm sure they're going through the victims' cell phones and social media accounts. And there are people all over this town who've been interviewed by Moscow police and the FBI and Idaho State Police. So I thought it was interesting that they still don't know or still won't say whether they think it was the people targeted or the house. And there were other things I asked him about too. You know, when are we going to get to see this hear this 911 call? I mean, usually you hear a 911 call pretty early on. And he said, you know, he didn't think it would be released immediately, but he thought it might come sooner rather than later.